the best microfiber available to make sure that cards never catch and designs never fade, even after washing. Designed by you means that any idea that you can dream up can become a reality with your imagination combined.
Do 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 do. Oh my goodness. Oh. You know what? You know what? You know what? That was bad. Can we not start, please? Can we not start? Am I here? Dude, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Chess, am I on? Oh my goodness. I quit. I so quit, dude. I so quit. I'm so about to quit. I am so about to quit. All right. All right. Am I here? Am I back? Am I back? Am I am I here? Am I present for duty? This is absurd. This is absurd. We're back. We're back again. Okay, we're back again. We haven't started yet. They haven't started yet, have they? I left, it came back. That was, you know what? I'm going to take responsibility for that one. You know, I think that one was more my fault than it was Big YouTube's fault. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to let y'all blame Big YouTube because I would much rather it be on them. Okay? Because they've been holding us all day. But I think I hold myself on that one. I think that was all me. That was a me. That was a me problem on that one. I tried to come out of the commercial. And the commercial end button is right next to the end stream button. And there's a chance, okay? There's a slight chance that I may have hit the end stream button instead of the end commercial button. You know what? And that's just it. That is what it is. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But we're back for the fourth time. All right, the fourth time is better than ever. Okay, this is the fourth stream. This is PWCQ number 39, and we have 4 streams. Yeah, big YouTube holds me, but they're underway. These duels are absolutely getting it in, and we are back. And DB is like, we're gonna get through this thing. I am so sorry. I am so very sorry for the stream, but you know what? I can't. It's not my fault all the time. Even though that one might have been my fault. That one very well may have been my own fault. But we're back, folks. This is PWCQ number 39. This is stream number 4. Okay, this is Evil Borrow Weight. This is the finals. Okay, versus Paid 1-7. Okay, Paid 1-7 has playing this reasoning gate strategy all day long. Has been cooking all day long, and now is in the the loser side of the grand finals. He has to double up Carl Weight, who is the duels that sent this duels down to the loser bracket to start. Okay. Gotta have a ring draw to get us to a game 4, stream 4. Okay, this is the 4th stream. I didn't even update my title on that one. I just had to kind of let it ride, and we're gonna keep it going. YouTube is holding us nonstop, but we don't stop. We don't quit. We don't give up, man. That's metaphor for life too. Life's gonna hold you down. YouTube's gonna hold you down. Everywhere you go, somebody's going to be holding you down, just like DB is holding down Paid right now as they are trying to get to the bottom of it, as DMOC is going to be Call of the Squanted back to the field, as now Paid is now getting kicked off. Man, what a journey, man. What a journey. What a quest. And now Paid got back in pretty quick, but man, what a quest. Is it RGT? You think Big YouTube doesn't want to see RGT shine? Is that what it is? So they're holding us at every chance they get? Possibly. But again, huge shout out to MetaMats. I can't believe it. I had the whole thing going. Oh my goodness. This has been an absolute abject disaster. It is what it is. Can't let them see you shining. All right, so Upstart Goblin is going to be played from paid. Got the breaker on the field. I kind of tuned in a little bit late for obvious reasons. As up two Upstart Goblins, some look like some good units have hit the bin already for that blue corner. 0 cards are in the graveyard for Carl Pro Wait. And we're going to go and play the Heavy Storm. Uh-oh, I said with great pause as we wait, and the Torrential Tribute will find itself into the bin. Is there a premature burial going along with this D-Mock that is comfortably placed into the graveyard, perhaps, per se? There's a reasoning. So reasoning will be played. Cool. All right. Sick. So it calls for 4 nabs the Sacred Crane, sending that Sacred Crane onto the bin, but you do reluctantly have to yield Light and Dark access to that blue corner player with no Torrential Tribute. First card in the bin for Evil Borrow Weight, and just like that, the Chaotic Maneuver will take place, as they often do in this deck. They play a ton of Chaos monsters in the Chaos Art Reasoning Gate strategy. Why is D-Mock in the graveyard after leaving the field? I tuned in kind of late. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but maybe I saw Breaker on the field. I saw Breaker having to be a part of it. I'm not sure what went down. We kind of came in too late. Was that D-Mock on the field with the Call of the Haunted? Perhaps maybe like got Breaker, he tried to chain it or something along those lines. I'm not sure what went down. But I know Ivan has been in here watching this game, and I'm sure it's all very much above board for the most part. I'm not sure what went down. All right, but we do have Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is going to go ahead and find that Chaos Sorcerer, bring it on over to Carl Waite's side. 2,300 will be reduced, and then we're going to pass it back over, gain 1,000. And now we have the Giant Grenade being played, sending Snatch Steal back, sending the Chaos Sorcerer back to paid 1/7. Now you're sitting at 10,000 again. We're going to go ahead and play the Monster Gate. Monster Gate, send Toon Cannon. What could it be? You have 10,000. And it is going to be the Sacred Crane here. Sacred Crane, add another card. You know what? If you want to like this stream, I would appreciate it. But I mean, if you've been liking four different streams as I've been on the struggle bus trying to make this happen, then I don't blame you if you don't want to continue to like. I do apologize. Just like it or don't, or we're gonna keep it rocking. I'm gonna like it myself. I just like my own stream again. But man, this has been hard. It's been really, really challenging for your boy. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It's been tough. This has been a rough one, man. Just trying to keep it together. Just trying to keep it together has been difficult. But you know what? Bluetooth says, I don't like these streams. I love them. Yo, Bluetooth, keeping it real, man. Keeping it real, man. The real ones out there. We need the real ones in the building. As D-Mock is going to hit the field with Sacred Crane again, bringing back the breaker. Paying at 2,000. Declaring both of those a fix. Can you do that now? I don't know if that's right. God, dude, it's something. It's something there that is wrong with the way that whole. Maybe I'm tripping. Cause you can't play the Crane, draw, then get D-Mock. That seems unfair. I might be tweaking. I might be tweaking. These streams are what made me start playing more. That can't be true, Nate Dogg. Is that true? I thought you did, because he did not declare D-Mock first on that one. I think that was weird. That was strange. That was a strange little entanglement there. I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge, but if you, because he definitely has been doing it correctly all day, but then that time they didn't do it the right way. You got to demock, declare, crane, declare, and then you can pick. I don't know. You might want to get a. That might be a judge call if that's something that you're interested in. But I'm not gonna sit here and right. James Johnson is spitting out there. So James Johnson has crane is C-Link, chain link 1 mandatory. C-Link, chain link 2 is demock. You have to target with demock before you draw. But I'm saying what this duelist did, they drew with the sacred crane, and then you did the demock, get the snatch. Is that facts? Is that cap or nah? Is that I don't. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm making a mouse out of a molehill, or mile. What the hell am I talking about, dude? Molehills. You know, I know the old dude saying you're making a mile out of a molehill, or a mole out of, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not tripping. There's some kind of phrase. Mountain out of a molehill. There it is. Spuddy, save me, Spuddy. Okay, yeah. So Ivan is on the same wave as the rest of us, I believe. As the head judge, Ivan says, since demock is optional, he cannot add for demock anymore since he didn't declare for it. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Mountain out of a molehill, Spuddy. That's much love. I was struggling for a minute. You know what? I didn't take my 5-hour energy, and that could be the issue that is befalling me right now, because we've been going through this whole stream calamity this entire time. And I've been sitting here watching it. I know that's something that happens when you play this Reasoning Gate deck, especially in this exact scenario when you Dimension Fusion and you bring back both of these mons. This happens all the time, and he's been doing it all day the right way. I think, yeah, he's been doing it correctly this whole time, and then this is the first time that they didn't do it the right way, which I don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna see. So I think Paid is probably having a discussion with the judge right now. I think Ivan has already made a ruling, and we've been sitting here and watching it all go down. Maybe they're looking into the logs and all that sort of thing. All right, so yeah, the mandatory effects have to go on the chain link first. Crane is mandatory, but demock is optional. I don't agree with Ivan's ruling here, though. So if it goes on the chain first, it resolves last. Right. Correct. So when the duel is... yeah, it's man... Man, I don't like it. I don't like it either. But this is a sanctioned tournament. You know what I'm saying? This is tournament play, so you have to be very specific about what you're doing. And the fact that the duelist has been doing it right all day long, you know, the fact that the duelist has been doing it the correct way all day long. Right. Honestly, as and it does seem kind of sharky a little bit, but at the same time it does come up, because if you draw a card with Sacred Crane, and it's a card that can now determine what you get back from your graveyard, which kind of comes up. Man. It's it happens. It does, like, if he draws a card that now changes what you get back from the graveyard, I think that's, you know, that's something that you gotta, right, Nate Dogg, you can't change your target based on what you draw. But now the snatch deal is going to come on down, hit the demock, It is what it is. We're gonna continue to vibrate. As Ray79 says, thank you, Jay-Z, for the love and persistence in recording the live for us. Reason to Gate Turbo is a force to reckon with, but it's difficult to play properly. High IQ required. Of course, Ray79, thank you for watching these videos and watching these streams and being a part of the GOAT format experience. And thank you all for coming back to the stream for the 4th time. If you've been here for stream 1, you know what I'm saying, you've been here since the beginning, you know what I'm saying, you are a real one. Let me know that too if you've been holding it down all day as we've been struggling to keep this PWCQ number 39 on the map. This thing has been rough. But now we have Snatch Steal on the Dark Magician of Chaos, and life points will be added to Paid 1-7 as Pot of Greed will be played. I don't know. I think I'm correct. I want to say I'm correct, but again, I don't want to be speaking on this microphone saying something that's incorrect. But Ivan, who is the head judge, he made the ruling here, and since you know you gotta do stuff, you gotta do it right. That's just as stupid as it sounds. Sometimes you gotta do it right. You have to do it right. Just like IRL, just like anywhere you go, just like any tournament, you gotta do it the right way. That's a part of playing the game, period. And I've been sitting here, we've been watching Paid, who is literally the dog of the day, you know what I'm saying, who's been in Dogtown grinding. We've been watching Paid grind through this entire losers bracket all day long, and he's been making that play all day long, and he's been doing it correctly all day long until you get to right now, and for some reason you change it up. You know, so that's unfortunate, but you know what? We're going to keep it rocking. We ain't even worried about it. We're going to keep it rocking, and it is not 1-1. Oh my goodness, you guys, let me sit here and keep it all jacked up. It is not 1-1. It is going to be 1-0 for Carl. All right, so Carl gets the first victory, which is really important. If you want to beat this RGT Menace, if you want to beat the RGT deck, you got to get that game 1. Going into game 2, you're able to go through your side deck, add whatever cards you think can help, remove some of the cards that are going to be bricks. And the official judge says you defusion back DMOC and Crane. You declare Crane and draw a card means you did not activate DMOC. That is a fact. That is a fact of the game. 100%. It's not a rule shark. That is literally a fact of the game. You have to go through all of the motions. Nothing is assumed. Nothing is guaranteed, especially in a tournament setting. Yo, Snack, how are you? Just got done with deck dev. What round are we in? This is the winner's grand final. This is the grand final, Snack. How did it go? Who won the deck dev? Who won? Who is the winner? Spoiler alert for me, please. Let me know who won. Let me know, as Delinquent Duo is going to come on down and is going to rip none other than the Snatch Steal and the DMOC, which has been in that hand of Paid all day long. What deck won? And what deck won? Jonathan Merklin asked. Just day 1, Beast Mode and Ludovico are undefeated in Swiss. Okay, so we're coming back again with Deck Dev Part 2 tomorrow. Right on. Ludovico and Beast Mode. Beast Mode is so damn good. And Ludo is good at Edison as well. And Go. It's something to say about those duels who can crush it in both. But again, shout out to the Deck Dev Snack. I didn't realize you guys were deck deving today. I didn't know when we made this schedule. Obviously, we try to stay out of Edison's way, because you guys Edison is on a different wave. You know what I'm saying? The Edison hype is so live and all the way real. I'm trying to stay the hell away from what Edison is doing and trying to, you know, look at that and observe that myself. But shout out to everyone who topped that deck Devastators and coming on back tomorrow. I hope to see, I'll probably be tuning in. I hope you guys all are all tuned in to that as well, as we are going to go ahead and set some more mons after playing that Delinquent Duo. After playing that Delinquent duo, sending some cards from the hand, you got to just set up in the face of this Reasoning Gate. When you see in a Reasoning Gate deck, start putting cards in defense position, you need to start having some cards in attack position. And what's happening here? Okay, so maybe Paid is getting a little fatigued over there, as we're going to go ahead and play the Jar of Greed, misclick on the Heavy Storm, add one from the Jar of Greed, which would just be insane to just Jar Greed your own, just Heavy Storm your whole setup right now. But you maybe some fatigue's kicking in, some nerves are kicking in. It is what it is. You got to fight through that stuff and get on to the finish line where you're trying to be, because you're up against an absolute chainsaw and he's getting a double duo on you. So that's rough. That is absolute roughness as you go ahead and set another spell trap on the field in the face of this Jinzo as you're staring down one set defense position monster. It's tough. I try to do the same with GOAT tourneys, but becoming so frequently in both formats, it's difficult to dodge them at all. But we understand. We'll continue to try and do the same. But if there's going to be some overlap, there's going to be some times where we can't do that. And I just know it's no disrespect in any way to the Edison format, to Beast Mode's tournaments, to Keegan's tournaments that he's hosting over there, to what Jazz is doing. We're trying to have a wide berth, but we understand there are a lot of duelists who like to use these weekends to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! In whatever format you're going to be doing. So it's important that we get out here and do that. But now we are in a pickle. We are precariously perched in a compromised position, as this duel might be coming to a critical end. But nay, there are some scapegoats, so we're going to continue to go on. We are going to continue onward and upward as we protect some significant damage, as Jinzo is now working against you. 2 GK spies are in attack position, 1 token, 1 card in hand. We know that the 2 cards in card hand, we got a Delinquent duo, we have a Sukiyo Flip Me, and we are kind of hanging out tough. Carl's got to be feeling great, in a very good position, but we got the Premature Burial. You need MST. Carl, you got to play it. Do you have MST? Mystical Space Typhoon. Is that going to be played? We're going to hang out tough. Premature Burial 800 is paid. DMOC is back. Okay, DMOC is back in full effect. We're going to declare that effect this time. We're going to grab back a spell card from the graveyard. And it's going to be the Upstart Goblin. Very interesting indeed. I would have grabbed that snatch with extreme precision and just start going crazy. But I might be wrong though. I would have got that snatch. I would have grabbed that snatch so fast and had that Jinzo back on my side of the field and just been absolutely wailing right now. But you know what? Maybe Paid's got some more information that we don't have. Maybe Paid has access to some more information that we may not know, because he'd like to go back with the Upstart Goblin to get one more card back from the deck. And maybe that's the one card that's going to be a difference maker. But nah, man, I'm grabbing that snatch deal and I'm putting that thing into my hand and I'm snatching that Jinzo so fast and I'm absolutely clapping with it. But it is what it is. We're going to slam it into the second main phase. 2 cards still in hand, and you gotta So we're gonna banish that Gravekeeper Spy, keeping the opposition off of Dark Mons, which is good. So you can make a nice chaotic maneuver. I can feel that. So now we got Tsukiyomi again. Tsukiyomi is going to go ahead and summon itself to the field, targeting the GK Spy. And now we ponder here. What are you going to do in the face of this Dark Magician of Chaos with Jinzo still face up in attack position? That could have been a part of Paid's game plan as well. to keep the DMOC on the field, keep the Jinzo, to keep the traps turned off, and you could just start battling in with the DMOC, keeping everything banished. Maybe that could have been a part of the game as well. And then Delinquent Duo is going to be played from the floorboard in main phase 2, snatching that Chaotic Sorcerer from the hand of Paid, sending it to the bin, and we are in main phase, draw phase for, draw phase is online for Paid, sitting here hanging out of draw phase for a little bit. Okay, so things are heating up. We're pausing here in the first main phase, and we're thinking about it. Oh my goodness, tension is building as we enter into the battle phase, and DMOC launches another attack into the GK Spy. Carl will be able to retrieve third GK Spy from the deck. Wow. Wowzers. As we're going to shuffle, are there only 2 spies available? Let's see. Let's think. Sided the third copy of GK Spy out. Okay. I mean, you didn't have to say that. I don't think you have to share that information that you actually sided out. You could just say, hey, I don't have any in my deck. You could just say that, and then they'll assume that you have it in your hand. Maybe you can use that as more little gamesmanship, as Thunder Dragon will be had. Okay. Add Thunder, add 2. All right, so now we're continuing to ponder here. Yo Shorty B says double duo resolution is just about the worst thing for RGT. That's true. It's tough. It's hard to come back from that. It's really hard to come back from that. But now you're in a pretty decent spot if you're Paid. 6,400 life points. You just need something going on. Let's see if you can figure out what that something might be as you're staring down your own Jinzo in defense position. You're kind of in a compromised spot there. You're not too bad. Carl's got a ton of cards in hand. You're just going to go ahead and launch an attack into the Jinzo, sending that thing out of play, getting the Psycho Shocker off the case and out of your face. Now trap cards are back online, and you're going to enter into the pass phase, throwing it back over to Carl, who still is bereft of a Darkmon. Graveyard is empty of darks, cannot make the most powerful chaotic maneuvers. You got this DMOC who's just batter, teeing every card you set out of play, but you're going to go ahead and rip the main deck or the side deck Lightning Vortex, sending that Dark Monster to the bin as needed. DMOC will find itself out of play. And then you're going to make your own chaotic maneuver. Okay, so Chaos Sorcerer has hit the field as well. Sukiyo, Flip Me, and Thunder Dragon are going to be banished, and 2,300 is going to be sent into the hitbox. But we're going to reveal the scapegoats are played. Wow. Intense. And we're going to enter the battle phase. Just go ahead and clean up one of those tokens before setting another Mon onto the field into defense position. So now you wait. We are waiting here on bated breath as end phase secures, draw phase comes around, and now what is Paid going to do in the face of this Chaos Sorcerer? 3 cards are now in hand. 6,400 remain for borrow weight, and you're checking the GY. You still don't have any light mons in there. Oh, chaotic maneuver. I like that. I like that too. I like that's a me. I think that's an original. That's an original call snack. You can have it if it ever comes up in Ed or anything that you find yourself doing snack. You can have chaotic maneuver. I don't mind. I like to give back. But we're gonna dim few from the floorboard. We're gonna play it. The Dimension Fusion is going to come on back to the fray. We're going to bring back the Jim Joe. We're going to pack that board full of all these beefy mons have returned from the outer reaches of the universe. And now DMOC will be able to get a card as that declare has happened. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add back. What shall it be? We're just going to grab back that Dim Fury one more time, send it back to the hand to kind of have some insulary protection against that, for that Dark Magician of Chaos, just in case it finds itself out of play again. You know how he likes to do. He loves hanging out in the alternate dimension. He has a very alternate lifestyle dimension dweller over there as we enter the battle phase. And then we're going to go ahead and Demok. Who is he going to smack? Demok smacks Sorcerer. So we're going to banish that thing, get it on out of play. And then Jim Joe is going to go ahead and clap up the Thunder Dragon. So put that thing on into the bin as well. All right, so we're hanging on out. You got 3 goats on the side of the field. You have Jimzo and Dark Magician of Chaos and a lot of mons here on defense position, getting some serious plus value from that Dimension Fusion. Meta for Gatlin would have been baller activity if he had it. I don't know if this deck's playing Metamorphosis. We've seen quite a few. I don't think this duelist has been Metamorphosis, has access to that card. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. Maybe, but Meta for Gatlin would have just went nuts right there. Metamorphosis, I think, should be played in Reasoning Gate, but maybe they're not on that type of build. Perhaps. Meta for Gatlin will be quite insane. With the Dim Fury online, with the Dim Fuse locked in, that'd be nuts. A little meta. All right, but D-Mock's going to continue to do his thing over here, smacking into another GK monster, banishing it from the game. Loading that out of play pile back up just for another Dimension Fusion so you can bring them all back again. This is so funny. This is so funny that's going down that way. All right, and we're just going to go ahead and pass back over to Evil Borrowweight, who's staring down some really strong mons. You've already played your ace card, Lightning Vortex, but now you have another little slippery Knight Assailant who's going to flip itself to attack position, and it will target Jim Joe with its effect, moving that Jinzo out of play, and then flip TT, which is a high frequency vibrational activity. Sinister Serpent, flip, and then play Torrential Tribute, destroying all monsters on the field. And due to your own ish situation earlier, you did kind of reveal what this set card was accidentally or otherwise, and you do have the Black Lusted one on the field, and then you have Sangan in Harmony is going to come on in for 4,000 points of damage. You have 100 points of life remaining after this onslaught, and now you have to sit here and think as Carl is on the precipice of Air Unknown as you're going back-to-back GGPs and into a PWCQ victory. Is not quite there yet, but he's danger close to being in rarefied air as a back-to-back victor. We will see if he can get there, but he's playing hard. He's playing hard. Paige not giving up. We're going to rip that Graceful Charity just like Yugi used to do. Let's see what cards you have available. Snatch Steal is gone. Premature Burial is unplayable. You have no light mons in your bin. You need to get one down and get a Chaos Mon over, converted, and stuck fast. You need to find a way to stall this game a little bit longer and get some more defense onto the GOAT format dueling board. Pot of Greed is another good one. That's right. Dimension Fusion was brought back from the graveyard, and that thing is dead on arrival. Will not be able to be played with the current life points remaining for Paid. So now Paid, after a robust turn, grabs some serious vitamins from the deck, increases hand up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards are in hand. Is that going to be enough to deal 5,900 points of damage? 5,900 points of damage with only 100 life points is going to be very difficult, but you do find a chaotic maneuver. You do find a chaotic mon. It is going to be checking. It is going to be the Black Lusted one. So you now have access to your Black Luster Soldier. Your ace in the hole has been granted, as Black Luster will banish Black Luster. And will there be some type of support, some type of defense? Because looking at Carl's graveyard, he has a ton of high profile, high octane outs that can easily thwart this blackluster soldier, but you got to get to 100 life points. You got to make it happen as you set another monster in defense position. Carl he's feeling like he's getting close. You got that Sinister Serpent back in your hand. You have the Singing standing alone and unafraid in attack position. What do? You slam it into the first main phase, 4 cards in hand, one of which you know to be Sinister Serpent. Okay, one of which you know to be Sinister Serpent. You have Sangan in attack position. What do? You ponder. Carl says, thinking as he types. Shout out to Carl for being a real one and not clicking the little button dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the button dude. But man, I'm so sick of seeing the shblink, this thing coming on up. We get it. So he's going to elegantly type, thinking like the gentleman that I know this duelist to be, as Paid is sitting there trying to make it happen with 100 life points remaining. 100. Can't go wrong at all. You got to absolutely be locked in and loaded. All right, so you got BLS on the field. Buddy, you know what I'm talking about, this thing. And Sangan claps. Sangan will clap in attacking posture. Not afraid of this blackluster soldier. Not fearing for their life. He will go ahead and clap and get a kill, too, while you're at it. So, oh, while we wait, we hydrate? Is that what you're saying? While we wait? While we wait, we hydrate. You know what time it is. Y'all already know how I give it up. Y'all already know how I give it up. That one kind of hurt, though. I'm not going to lie. That one kind of set me back. I did not need to do that. With the level of hydration that I had going on, I did not need to do that. That one kind of hurt. That one kind of set your boy back a little bit. I'm not going to lie. As we go ahead and bring out the Chaotic Sorcerer and banish both. Banish both? Carl says which one? Come on, Carl. Come on, man. Come on. You know what time it is. Chaos Source can only banish face up and BLS can banish both. Come on, man. Let's be real. But you gotta ask. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. That was the second chug we did. That was the second chug we had going on. So, wow, it looks like we got the banished churn machine activated. So, oh my goodness, Paid is clawing his way back into this duel as Blackluster Soldier is going to banish. And Sork is going to swing as Kaiko casually shows himself so late. I hate this dude. I cannot stand Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer. Pisses me off so bad. Like, dude, I need you when I need you, and I don't when I don't, dude. You are infuriating me with this. As Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer gets set and banished, as Chaotic Sorcerer is going to summon itself to the field just to stop the burning. As you have to break up this connection of BLS Chaos Sorcerer in harmony. Banishing the Blackluster Soldier before... Let's see if you can have another follow-up play with that. As Paid has 4 cards in hand, still 100 life points. And we want to trib up the Chaos Sorcerer to set another Mon onto the field of play. So now you have to ponder again if you are Paid. Paid 1/7 is entering into the standby phase. Casually chug I see you out there, Mark. Casually chug the lead. I got to chug, man. You got to hydrate. If you're not hydrating, you're late. While you wait, you got to hydrate. I'm not waterboarding myself, dude. That's just water, man. It's just a little bit of H2O. Water ain't never killed nobody. And we're going to call of the Squanch. Oh, man. Oh, it is the Genzo. Is Genzo going to be enough? Oh, man. Now you have a decision to make, and it gets there. It works out. Oh, my goodness. 100 life points, double duo. Oh, man, and we're going on. I thought it was done. I thought it was finished. I thought it was absolutely done, but Paige somehow, some way, RGT'd it out and got to where you needed to be. But oh my goodness, that was incredible for Paige. Well played by Paige. Paede. I might be saying that wrong. If it's not paid, I'm so sorry. I am just been saying paid all day. Paid, getting paid. This is not a bracket reset just yet. You got to come back and do it again. You got to double dip. 100 LPs was the difference between winning and losing there. And Carl got so close, but still yet so very far away. Water never must not have been watching the news lately. Oh, R.I.P. man. Alistair Arneson. R.I.P. to the submarine crew and everybody on the internet and everybody out there in the world is just getting these jokes off, and it's because it's to me, I think it's a tragedy. I think it's extremely sad about what went down, Ben. But it's just so much that went wrong, and like rich people, people don't really like rich people. Rich people are not groovy right now. People are not jiving with rich people. But man, it was so sad. But that's as dark humor as it sounds. The whole thing, I wanted them to get out. I really did. I wanted them to get out. But man, it's so sad. It's a little bit as sad as it sounds. It's a little bit. There's some. You got to understand there's some comedy aspects to that. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it's funny, but there's some comedy to be had with the situation of the submarine. Again, RIP to everyone that was lost on the sub there. And I hope that their families find peace. And that's it. And I'm off of it. I'm off of it, Alistair. You set me up. You set me up for that one. You set me up. Paede means level in Hawaiian. Very interesting. Maybe reasoning is the way. You got to call the right Paede. Because if it's Hawaiian, it's definitely Paede. But now Carl is going crazy, getting the double charity with some quality discard fodder. That's how you want to do it. That's another way to do it. That's how you want to do it. So you're going to get a second issue of Graceful Charity being played. Drawing 3 cards, sending out the Sinister Serpent again, and this one might just be over. Unfortunate for Paede here. This one might just be over. I'm gonna let you guys know that after slamming that water, I got some serious heartburn that's happening now. Probably shouldn't have done that second bottle. First bottle was needed. The second bottle was kind of forced, and it is what it is. This is a grotesque opening right here. And you got the Pot of Greed, Grace. This is pretty grotesque. As Breaker, the Magical Warrior, is going to be summoned to the field into attacking position, and you're going to use that counter to break the Jar of Greed. NBD. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and go into the battle phase again and punch on in for 1900 as both of these spellcasters come on together in harmony, smacking into what appears to be a scapegoat. Scapegoat will be revealed and some thought bubbles will come, and the Breaker, the Magical Warrior, will be thwarted by scapegoat tokens and kill 1. All right, so cool. Now we are into the second main phase. Magician of Faith to grab that Graceful. Look how many cards he has in hand. That is a lot of units are in the hand of the blue corner, and the Trap Dust Shoe is going to be played. So it's looking that kind of way. It's looking that kind of way, but we've been watching Carl. Carl hasn't been open and super broken. It was just a matter of time. This turbo deck is going to get some good units every now and again, as it often happens. So we're kind of sitting here. Trap Dust Shoe is played up and active. The hand is Dimension Fusion, Swords, Demox, Sork, Reasoning, and Call of the Squanch. Okay, so we're just kind of hanging out here, thinking, says Carl, on what to put back into the deck. either Demok or Sork going back, as Dimension Fusion, Swords, Reasoning, and Call are the cards. And we'll just send back the Chaotic one, returning to the deck. Hands looking a little reactive there, or not reactive. It just looks like it's kind of disjointed, man. You need some other things to go along with some of the cards that you have. But you know what? 5 cards in hand. Carl has perfect information of what's going down. You have a lot of cards in your hand. You're kind of sitting here in a decent position yet again. And we're going to vibe here as Paid thinks about it in the first main phase. Trap does shoot, doing its thing as it often does. That's a quality graveyard right here with a double activation of this guy right there. It's rough. It's rough out here in these city streets. But we're going to go ahead and play that known Swords of Revealing Light. Give it a quick shove and then think. Set 1 and pass. All right, cool. Carl draws up to 7 cards in hand, getting back that Serpent, bringing it up to 8. Heavy Slump just goes nuts. That'd be sick. Upstart Goblin is going to be played, adding another one to the hand. So Carl just really trying to get there. Graveyard is still not set up. You do have a Lightmon on the field, though. That's representing the light needed to make the chaotic maneuvers as needed. You are in the first main phase. You got a ton of stuff going on, but you are being stifled by this Swords of Revealing Light, holding you back from the onslaught. And you're just going to Vort. You're just going to Vort up right quick. Go ahead and get rid of all of the Scapegoat tokens to prevent any type of Monster Gate tomfoolery that could befall you. Just get rid of those tokens. I don't hate it. And we're going to set another Mon onto the field of play before potentially passing. Let's think about this. Yeah, we're going to go and pass back over to Paede 1-7. So passing it back over, and now Paede is thinking about it, finally going to release that Reasoning that has been held on into the hand for a little bit of time there. And you're going to hit Monster Gate, Chaos Sorcerer, Air Knight, Parshath. Air Knight Benjamin Parshath has hit the field. Sir Air Knight Parshath sticks down at level number 5. Comes on into the field of play. Man. And Air Knight, it will just go ahead and clap Breaker. Doing 300 points of damage in the process if this attack does go through. Sir Reginald, Air Knight, Parshath, Benjamin, Button. Parshath. Air Knight Parshath will get a card. That is mandatory as well. Oh, man. So we're going to go ahead and hit it into the standby phase. The standby phase, Sin as a Serpent, is going to be re-added back to the hand, getting back up to 7 cards in hand, facing down this Air Knight Parshath. Second appearance of the day. I agree, Sean. I think that's a great point. Keeping your opponent off of light mons is probably the way to go. As Air Knight clean up their breaker, a little bit less damage, but a little bit more comfort in your own state of mind, knowing that your opponent doesn't have the ability to chaos you right away. Even though a Thunder Dragon can just come and just blow that whole idea out of the water, they don't have it right now, so you're good to go. Oh my goodness. Man, I might need to find some Tylenol. I gotta get my body right. What was that? Cinnamon and honey and tea? What was the recipe? I forgot. I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down, man. Getting sick is just the absolute worst thing. You ever think with all the human evolution we got going on and all the things that we've been doing, we getting sick for so long, we got to figure out a way to just move beyond sickness. Come on, man. Somebody make a pill for that. I am so done with being sick. I don't know how I feel about this Air Knight. I'm fine with it, dude. He's out there. He's doing his thing. He's doing his absolute thing. I he's doing his absolute thing. Air Knight is down. Get rid of Big Pharma. I mean, probably. I don't want to speak. You miss it in stream number one. In stream number one, our vibes were hard. I tried to get real for. I tried to keep it real a second, only for a millisecond, and people jumped all over me. So I'm gonna stay away from any type of topics that's not GOAT format related on this stream. But there's some goods and bads. There's some goods and bads to Big Pharma. There's a lot of bads, but there's also some goods. Come on, you gotta be real. But some bad too. But that's it. No more harsh vibes. We're keeping it light. We're keeping it light and keeping it right and keeping it tight. As Air Knight is going to clap on in for another confirmed kill on the Majeo Defella, as we're going, this sword is continuing to hold position. As Team Bones, I believe this is Shifty in the building, saying, I want the underdog to win, but I cannot root for RGT. And a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people do not like the RGT strategy. I personally am one of those people. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I like the RGT deck. I think the deck is just, it's so unfair sometimes. But at the same time, I think it's good for situations like this to keep the metagame rocking and rolling, to keep just throwing curveballs, just kind of changing it up a little bit. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. After that turnaround round game 2, I'm rooting for RGT, as the Chaotic Sorcerer is going to go ahead and be summoned to the field, and we're going to go ahead and banish the Air Knight Parsha, because the Swords Revealing Light is on the field on display, and Kiko the Ghost Destroyer is now up and active at a time where you would want him to be up and active. Keeping that Kiko the Ghost Destroyer able to stop more chaotic maneuvers at the right time is kind of what you want if you are evil borrow weight. RGT is in a good place in the meta right now. It is. It's sleeper. No one's preparing for it at all. No one is siding for it. I think it's in a great spot. I think it's in a great spot. No one, if you look at, I guarantee you when these decks are posted, I'm gonna try to get them up as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully either today or tomorrow. Maybe we can do something quick about it. But I think it's there are 0 side deck cards for this deck. It used to be, people used to play Spell Canceller all the time, and now it just doesn't happen. As Pot of Greed will be played, adding 2 cards to the hand for paid 1/7. And now we are absolutely in a pretty decent spot. Even though Carl's got the Swords of Revealing Light kind of slowing down what Payday 1/7 can do. 23 cards left in deck. You have 7 cards in hand of your own. You're kind of hanging out tough. You still got no Lightmon in your own grave, although that Sacred Crane is representing a light monster. I need to add Jesse to the sound. Which one is Jesse? Which one is Jesse? Jesse, which one is that? I don't know that drop. I'll add it. If you let me know, I'll add it. I'll have to find it though. I'll have to add it. I'll have to find it and I'll add it. Maybe I already have it. I don't know. This thing is Oh, we're gonna go ahead and Dimfu? Okay. Dimfu, get back the Air Knight. Get back a double Kaiku sandwich. Okay. Maybe we'll sack it up. Maybe we'll get a sacrifice here. Maybe we'll get a Trib sandwich. Trib. Okay. Still got the Swords of Revealing Squanches on the field. And we're thinking here. And we're gonna ponder just for the briefest of moments. We're gonna hang out tough, and then thumbs up all around. So the summons are good, non-stop summons, and we're going to double sack. So here it is. So now we have the Dark Magician of Chaos has stuck to the field yet again, and we're probably going to grab another Another piece of the Trinity puzzle back from the grave. Let's see what's going to be the grab here with this D-Mock. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. That one. Okay, I know that one. He can't keep getting away with it. That's my gift. Yeah, I use that gift all the time. You know, especially when I'm referring to LaBounty and his dueling prowess. You know, that duelist can't keep getting away with this. I might need to add that. That's a good one. That's a good drop, dude. That's a good drop. That's a good drop. That is a good drop. Let's do.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, that was going in. That one's going in. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, that's going in. It's so good. That's so good. It's going in. It's going in. I don't have it yet, but it will be in. It will be in next time. It will be in next time, dude. Oh my goodness, dude.
You can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Back to the action. Back to the action. Okay, we have the D-Mock, and we're checking the graveyard still. I'm trying to figure out what the best card to grab back would be. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's too funny. Whoo. All right. All right, back to serious mode. No more tomfoolery. Back to the serious GOAT format content action that we've all come to know and love. And we're going to go ahead and finally select the Pot of Greed as the choice to be returned to the hand. Okay, and it is Call of the Squanch. It's going to be added, and we're going to go ahead and bring back Sacred Crane. Okay, just to get an additional draw. Okay. And we're going to add another card to the hand. So we're going to think about it here again. So now paid, you got 6,200 life points. You have the Pot of Greed. You have, man, if you can get to a, oh man, there's a lot of ways I can see this thing coming on down. If you can get to the Storm Vortex Chaos Mon, and we're going to play the Ringu of Destruction. The ring is going to go ahead and lower both duelists' health by 2,800, which is a lot. Okay, that's a third at least, right? I can't do math. That's a lot of your health. Your health units are being taken out there. There's a what about shenanigans? Oh, why I oughta. No. I'm trying to keep the tomfoolery and shenanigans at a low level. You know, I'm trying to ensure that the most duelists can be represented here. All right, so here we go. We are sitting here strong. Has played the Lightning Vortex in this tournament? Yes, they've played this Lightning Vortex several times. So I know that the duelists have access to that card in their GOAT format dueling deck. Whether it is currently located in their hand is 50-50, because literally 20 cards into a 40 card deck. It's 50-50 at this point. I don't know if that's how that mathematics works. I don't know if that is how that math checks out, but I see you have 20 cards remaining in deck, and I see that 20 cards have been played, so I cannot make that call as Dimfew is going to be played and bringing D-Mock back, and I think it's time to gamble. Unless what are we going to do here? I think it might be time to gamble. I don't know. So we're going to play the Dimfew again, bringing back D-Mock. D-Mock gets another spell. Unless you go Swords, Vortex, Shenanigans. I don't know if this duelist has already made a normal summon. This turn has seemed like it's been going on for a while. I don't know what's happening, but man, what are we doing here? Are we going to go pot, gamble? Are we going to go Swords, Vortex? Are we going to go Monster Gate? You can't Dimfew anymore. You've wasted your last. This is your last Dimension Fusion. You only get to play the card 3 times. And Kaiku, oh yeah, that's a great point, yo, Shorty B. Kaiku is absolutely clapping his whole cheeks. He's got 2 of them too. So double Kaiku sitting in attack position. We got double Kaiku in attack position, and now we did grab the Swords of Revealing Light. So that will stop Carl from able to come back with a kickback, with the clap back, and he does have the premature burial as well. So he's going through all of the units. He's hitting all of the units, and he's gonna bring back the boy. Air Knight Parshath has returned. Is it Vortex time? Are we vortexing? No Vortex. And it's just going to go Battle Phase. Battle Phase is going to go ahead and clap the Chaos Sorcerer with the Dark Magician of Chaos. And we're going to banish that on out of play, as Carl is beginning to ponder. And now we have the Air Knight Parshath free to attack into the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer. Kiko the Ghost Destroyer thinking Karibo? Oh, that'd been wild. Karibo 100 damage there. That'd been a little scary. As Air Knight Parshath is going to activate his effect, get another draw from the deck. As Giorgio asks, how many people participated in this tournament today? We had 52 duelists show up to participate in PWCQ number 39. 32 or 52. I'm sorry, 50. Did I say 32? It's 52. 5-2 duelists appeared today. Some of the dopest duelists we have in our game, and also a lot of new players. I love seeing the new faces showing up and participating and playing and watching and being a part of the entire dueling experience extravaganza. Moreover. All right, so we are in the main phase 1. Evil Borrowaway is under the effects of the Swords of Revealing Light yet again. Needs a Heavy Storm. You played some of the best Yu-Gi-Oh cards that exist in this whole game, but you need one more really good one. That card is called Heavy Storm. You need to play it right now so you can try to piece together the cards needed to get the Dublinsky, even though you still do not have a Thunder Dragon. Your Thunder Dragons are being extremely undisciplined and disrespectful, hanging out at the bottom portion of your deck. I'm sure your hand is just chocked full of Chaos Mons, but you can't do nothing without the light Mons needed. All right. So we're sitting here, Carl still holding out with 6 cards in hand, giving it a quick shuffle. 1,100 life points are for paid 1-7. Is this the last game? Yes. So this is game 3 of match 1. If Paide 1-7 wins, if the blue corner wins, there's going to be a bracket reset, and then we're going to have to play another match. Okay. If Carl Waite wins, the tournament is over and Carl will be the victor. So both of those, that's the scenario that we have currently going on right now. All right. So we are thinking here as Carl is trying to break it down here in the first main phase. You have a defense position Sangan. You have Dekoichi in attack position. You still have Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer in attack position. You really want to keep the Kaiko, I guess, because that thing is stopping Paid from making the chaotic maneuvers. So that thing is actually putting in work. I can only assume. But you know, it is tight. It is a tough spot. You can't make your own chaos maneuvers. You probably don't have a Heavy Storm. Yo, Shorty B, what is a bracket reset? A bracket reset is when the loser beats the winner in the grand finals. So these tournaments that we're hosting are all double elimination, means you get 2 chances. You have to lose twice in order to be eliminated. Well, since Carl is on the winner's side, he hasn't lost at all throughout this tournament. Paide has already lost once. So in order for Carl to be eliminated, he has to lose twice. That means they just play again to reset the bracket. They have to play twice. Great question, though. Thanks for asking. We appreciate it. Keep them coming if you have any questions about that, and we'll get those answers straight to you right away, as Carl just turtles up and has to pass it back on over to Paide 1-7 in the face of this Air Knight. Now this Air Knight is looking really juicy now, because you are able to do a little bit more damage and clear out some serious mons. Okay, so we're kind of hanging on out. Jargreed is going to be played. Wow, I'm hanging on to that Jargreed. I think that's been down there for a minute. Still have that Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer up, which is kind of good for Carl, even though, you know, it's still looking very vulnerable. We're trying to see a way to kind of break down this excuse me. We're trying to see a way to kind of break down this position. You got 3,300 life points, which isn't a lot. You have 1,100 left for paid. Carl has a lot of live cards. Can't seem to get to any of them hanging out there. But we're going to go ahead and jam it right onto the battle phase. Air Knight will cream up this Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer, feasting on that 700 defense, sending an additional 1,200 points of damage to the hitbox of Carl Waite. We'll Karibo that. So there was not a bluff Karibo. There was an actual Karibo that was a part of that equation. As Air Knight Parshaft does no damage, so he gets no draw. All right, and then we're going to enter into the battle phase still as we're checking the opponent's graveyard. Wow, Karibo. Yo, Mr. Mojo. Girl in the building. Yo, that's huge. Welcome to the Dad of Daughter Club. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Duelists with Daughters Club. Welcome, Mr. Mojo. Congrats to you, and congrats to you and your girl and your spouse and your life. I think you're going to be in for a great and beautiful journey into fatherhood. I don't know if this is your first one, but it's always going to be great. You're in the Duelist Dads with Daughter Club. You know what I'm saying? That's a very elite and prestigious club. You know, it's not a lot of us out there. But I have 3 daughters of my own, you know, out here getting after it. But welcome, and congrats. I know you were nervous about that. Hopefully that's what you wanted or didn't want or whatever. You just be happy, man. Just be happy. All right, so we are in the first main phase yet again as we think about setting one. We don't set one. We think about putting it down, get a little misclick in there. Getting a little misclick in there or whatever's going on there as Evil Borrow Weight is starting to think in that first main phase. And we're pondering. Deep think. And we're just going to blast the card destruction. We're just going to grip it and rip it and hope for the best as card destruction is going to be played early and often. Get it on out of there. Just blow this hand up as you're waiting. Still didn't lose too many vital nutrients. But you do now have access to a light monster in that BLS. You got rid of some serious threats to your hitbox in the BLS and the Sacred Crane and the Gigante Trunade. Yeah, that's some pretty good. That could have been a really, really, really bad situation that you kind of got yourself out of that jam by playing that card destruction, because that Giant Trunade was about to end your whole. That Giant Trunade was about to end your whole life, dude. So that card destruction is pretty good. All right, so we're still sitting here 2 turns on the Swords of Revealing Light. Maybe we have 1 Giant Trunade in a bin. Maybe there's a second copy. I don't know. There's a lot of cards in hand for paid. I don't like my RGT opponents having more than 2 cards in their hand. Maybe 3 at the most. When I see them rocking a full 6-piece, I tilt. I ain't gonna lie. I like to see those dudes struggling. I like to see them barely surviving. I like to see them just absolutely just bereft of all cards. I need to see them just lacking nutrients. Yes, the blue corner player is playing the Reasoning Gate strategy, as Snatch Steel is going to be played on the face-up Dequechi Battle Chanted Locomotive. As we will begin to ponder again, maybe there's going to be a Book of Moon to set this bad boy down into a face-down defense position, perhaps. Perhaps. Let's see. I don't know what the play is here. I am just on bated breath, hanging out tough, trying to see how this thing will conclude as Carl is trying to get the hell out of here, away from this Reasoning Gate deck. He's trying to get the hell out of this tournament, trying to get this dub and move the hell on. As you're sitting here with this Snatch Steal targeting the Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive, the train, will it be passed over? Let's see what's going down. And yes, the train will be handed over to paid 1-7, and now the Jinzo is back. The Jinzo is back. Oh man, oh man, oh man. And now traps are all negated on the field. And we think we're going to just jam right into the battle phase, and we're going to just go for what could be the end of this duel. Mirror Force won't help you. Book? I don't think you can do that. We need a judge. I do not think. I think you'd have to book Jinzo first. Right? Yeah, I think that's a judge. We need to get a judge in the building. I don't think you can do that. I don't think, because Jinzo says trap cards cannot be activated. It's not like Royal Decree in the sense that Royal Decree you can play. Yeah, it cannot be activated. I think that's a misplay on Carl's part. I think you have to play the Book of Moon first. Yeah, you have to play. You would have to play. You can't. Yeah, you can't. You have to play Book of Moon first. All right. So, but now, man, I don't, dude. I'm at a loss. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the Magician of Faith, do some bulky damage. Okay, and then we're gonna try to come on in. Okay. You got a book at the start of battle at the start of the battle step, but now you've given up that information. Now you're giving up that information that you have Mirror Force down. So it gets into those things like, obviously I wouldn't, now that Jinzo's face down, I don't think I would attack. You also receive damage from Air Knight. Okay, so is that correct? Did you get the correct damage in? Okay, cool. So now Jinzo's face down, and you've accidentally revealed your set Mirror Force, and you have Lightning Vortex. As we're thinking about it there. What's going on? Why is Book back? Why is... Okay, so the judge is involved. The judge is involved, and they're handling the business over there. But yeah, if it's royal decree, because Royal Decree doesn't have that little line that says this traps cards cannot be activated. So I've seen duelists sitting in this very booth that I'm in right now, or I've seen duelists come on out and they'll play Solemn Judgment under Royal Decree sometimes. And you can totally do that. And you could pay, but you just won't get any of the effects. So you can still activate the card, but you don't get the effect. Whereas Jinzo has a line that says you cannot activate the card at all. So the judge is kind of talking to the players right now, getting it all set, getting it all straight, and trying to explain exactly what's going on. But in the way that Carl played that, he tried to do the Mirror Force chain book thing. And, oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. So Ivan cleared it up. You cannot use Book of Moon apparently in resolution to an attack. So that's going to be the game. Wow. Oh, wow. Man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oof. Oof. I hate to see that. I don't like to see that. I don't like, but you can tell, you can tell that both of these duelists haven't been playing as sharp as you've seen them play all day. We've been watching Carl all day. We've been watching Paid play all day, and they've been sharp. But as we're getting to the finish line, you can see the fatigue is starting to set in. You can see duelists are starting to make little procedural errors, little things here and there. But Paid's going to go ahead and get the dub, and we're going to reset this thing. We're going to reset this thing. We're going to do it again. And I left the game. I'm getting fatigued. Oh my goodness. I left it like that even matters. So we're going to go ahead and get back into the game as Carl and Paid are going to go at it again. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, did they leave too? I think they left too. What am I doing? What is happening right now? What world am I on? What am I doing? Let's get this thing. Let's see what's going on. Did they take off? Did they dip? Yeah, I think they dipped. Oh, they're taking a quick break. They're taking a quick break. All right, cool. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So yeah, Ivan was right there on the scene. They're making a call, and that was just an error, and it happens. You know, everyone is making mistakes and making errors, but while they're taking their break and getting everything sorted out, I'll go ahead and pull the bracket back up so everyone can see what's going down. Like I said earlier, we have 52 duelists, 52 GOAT format Yu-Gi-Oh duelists knocking it on out and coming on down. Some of the duelists that you come to know and love from all over the GOAT format space. And I'll go ahead and pull the top 8 up right now. Okay, so top 8, we had Patrick Zero. Shout out to him. He's been on a little hiatus as well, but now he's back in the building playing the Warrior strategy. We had Grace as well, the duelist Grace, who made the Warrior guide for GOAT Format's channel. Go ahead and check that out. It's really cool. It's really cool. And he was in there playing the Warrior strategy as well. We have Evil Borrow Wait, who's in the winners finals right now, just got reset playing the Chaos Turbo strategy. We have Crash Volt making his first top 8, I believe, of this GOAT format dueling season, maybe the second, playing the Chaos Control deck. We have Paid, who is playing the Reasoning Gate strategy, also in the grand finals right now. We have Yada Yada, who is playing a Chaos Turbo deck. Reports have come in that this duelist might have been playing a burn element to this Chaos Turbo deck. I didn't see it whenever featured on the stream. I'm looking forward to seeing it when we pull those decks up at the end of this event. We have Raihas coming on in. I don't think I've seen Raihas. Pretty sure playing Turbo as well. And we have Grumple, who's playing a Chaos Return strategy. So a lot of parity sitting here in our top 8 decks of these PWCQs. Usually these things are very Turbo centric, very Warrior centric, but I like to see a little bit of creativity coming back into some GO format. So these duelists are taking a little quick break, getting some water. Both of them not playing to their utmost ability, but man, oh man, oh man, Paid was playing very strong. He had a very compromised and very difficult game too, a double duo situation, and then he was able to grind and get back on into it. So we're going to see what's going down. We're going to see what is absolutely going down. In the meantime, in between time, keep it locked and keep it rocked. Okay. He wasn't main decking Reckless Greed, Mask of Darkness, and Magic Cylinder. Who's that? He was main decking Reckless Greed, Mask of Darkness, and Magic Cylinder. Okay. He was probably playing like some kind of mask turbo deck, which is pretty good as well. Okay. Do we have an estimated time of return of these duelists? Is there a timetable? Does anyone know? Let me hop into the Dissy real quick and see what's cracking in GOAT World. If you're not a part of the GOATformat.com Discord, go ahead and do that. Jump on in and stay a while and hang out and see what's cracking, as this is part 4 actually of this stream. As this is part 4 of the GOAT Format World Championship Qualifier number 39 stream. If you're just tuning in, try to like this stream as well. You know, I know if you've been rocking with us all day, you've been liking streams, they've been coming up, going down. We've been having problem after problem after problem, but guess what? We're still here and we're still going to keep it rocking. So I'm trying to get some information as to where these what the timeline is going to be. They're playing now. Oh my goodness. No one even told me, dude. I'm over here tripping. And they're already in game. What's happening right here? All right there. And we're back. They're playing. Thank you, Sean. Field reporter Sean holding us down. I really appreciate that. So we have in the red corner, we have Evil Borrow Weight, and in the blue corner we have Paid 17, who's trying to get an invitation as well, who's trying to slow down this train that is Carl Weight. Okay, it's hard to beat. Carl's hard to beat, and playing this Reasoning Gate deck though might be a way to do it. Okay, as you're going to go ahead and looks like Heavy Storm has been played and hit some goats. You hit a jog, and then you're going to go ahead and Giant Grenade, and when that card is played, you just hold your breath a little bit, because this deck is powerful and it's potent, and it can come after you in a lot of different ways. And you got this Sangin sitting in an attack position, which is a succulent attacking target. Okay, and Reasoning is going to be played. Carl has been on fire lately. That's true, Ghost. That's true. That is true. Rampage mainstay Ghost Rider 15 in the building. I believe Ghost Rider started YouTubing as well. That's what we need. We need more of these duelists out here in the YouTube space. So go check out Ghost Rider 15 on YouTube. Give him some love. Watch some videos. Subscribe and like in the sorts. I believe they're going to start making some GOAT format content, maybe doing some edits and stuff, just talking about GOATs. Maybe you'll learn some stuff about Chaos Turbo, get to know Ghost Rider, get to know their YouTube experience, and it's always going to be live. As Jinzo hits the field for the 30th time today. This is the 30th Jinzo I've seen smacking down onto the GOAT format dueling board in the first main phase, and we're going to play another Reasoning. You got the 4 wrong the first time. What do you do here? As you think, go for an 8 this time, and it is a 4 this time. So man, that's a tilting experience as well. You go for the 4, you get the 6. You go for something that's not 4, you get the 4, and it happens like that every single time. 2 cards remain, and every single time it's going to be Monster Gate. Monster Gate is going to reveal. This is going to be D-Mock. I can feel it. Oh my goodness, I can just feel it. Oh man. Oh, BLS in the bin. Okay, you want to see that? And we're still milling here. We're still getting our mill on. And there he is. Every single time. D-Mock has now splashed his body onto the board as well. So we have the Dark Magician of Chaos, who will get back another spell card from the graveyard. So many options here. Those are some quality mills that you had there. Team Bones is so proud of 4 players in the top 8 of FLC. That's quite good. That is I can't even lie. That's a good showing for any Go format Yu-Gi-Oh dueling team. And we're going to grab the BLS back, and this seems like this duel is just absolutely over. And that is how it goes down. Oh my goodness gracious, OTK. And now we are in it. If we have a match point, okay, match point has been discovered by Paid 17. If Paid can get the dub here, the game is over. Carl is now against the wall. He's got to find a way to get through it, as the man has subscribed. What a cool name for a YouTube handle. It's just the man. That is the man. It's the man. All right, so Carl is going to go ahead and go down game number 1. Oh, let me update this. I never updated the first time. Boom. Oh, bam. All right, so Carl is going to go down. He's now the pressure is on. We saw that Carl is playing. Some Karibos are in the deck. I don't know how many. I don't know what's going down. But man, oh man, oh man, you have to get some quality units. Okay, you got to get after it. As Brian Spider says, Paid seems to be playing well overall. Will be interesting to see his list. He's been dust shot a couple times, and you'll see, like, a lot of times you play against the Reasoning Gate players, they'll just be blasting through their cards. They'll just be monster gating. They'll just be they'll just be just ripping, and he'll get dust shot, and he'll just have like reasoning gate. He'll have scapegoats. He'll have monster gate. He'll have giant grenades and stuff just sitting in hand, just hanging on to it, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. So he's not just playing it like the average reasoning gate. So he's making some decisions and getting some quality draws. Things are falling his way a little bit, but man, it is what it is. And yes, Scully, the bracket was reset. Okay, so this is, if Carl doesn't win this, if he doesn't win this game, it's done. Paid is going to be the winner. RGT. If Carl wins this game, he's got to come back and win a game 3 in order to become the PWCQ 39 winner. And I'm sure that's what this duelist wants. Trying to reach that rarefied area. This duelist has just been hot. He's been topping so much and winning so much this season. He's trying to continue that momentum going into the Worlds run. All right, so we have the excuse me. We have the hand. It's heavy, upstart, reasoning, mirror, trinade, jar of greed. Okay, so that is going to be an absolute whiskey on the Trap Does Shoot, but he does have some information. He does have some info. Upstart Goblin is going to be played. All right, adding 1,000 up to Carl's health. And now we think. That is true. A lot of people don't. That is true. He did get that DQ that time for uploading the wrong deck. That did happen. So Carl could have had a second Patreon victory that a lot of people missed out on as well. So we're going to play the Heavy Storm just to get that Mirror Force off the field and out of the way. And then we're going to add 2 more Thunder Dragons to the hand. And now we're going to think about it. Still in that first main phase for Carl Waite. Has a clean board to strike in, trying to do as much damage as you can. And you're going to muster an attack in with Sangan, supported by Kiko the Ghost Destroyer. That's 2,800. That's over a third of your life points have been removed. And it's going to be Heavy Storm in rebuttal, as you know that Heavy Storm was in the hand of Paid. And we're going to go ahead and play it. And then we're going to play the Ring of Destruction as well. Or it looks like we're thinking about it. We're going to think about it. But yeah, he's going to ring the Sangan. So additional 1,000 damage being taken from both duelist health, and now it allows you to get a quality search from your deck. Let's see what's added. Of course, it's going to be the 1-star Fiend, 300 attack, 200 defense. Karibo is now being a part of the equation. It's going to be hard to OTK through a Karibo. It's very possible, but difficult. And you have an additional 1,000 life points as well, as another Upstart Goblin is found and added. And we'll play the reasoning here. So let's see. Getting this call right might be critical. It's so many things to call. And you get a chance to side deck and you get different options. You're going to call 8 and nail it right there after only 2 meals. So now Demok is in the graveyard. You got to be feeling great. You got neg value on the reasoning and you're vibing. You got Kaiku sitting in attack position. You're chilling. And now you got 4 cards in hand, of which you know what they are. You got Paid, who's checking the opponent's graveyard. Paid's got to make something happen. He sets another spell trap on the field. I don't think you know what those are. There's a lot of Upstart Goblins that have been played. So you just set all your cards onto the field after you see that Heavy Storm has already been utilized. And we're going to slam it into battle phase right away. And Kiko the Ghost Destroyer is just going to try to clap in for 18. And that connects through the 4 set spell traps. And he's asking for an effect. Will you use it? And Carl immediately types no. Okay, banishing that DMOC would be a severe miscalculation in efforts. Okay, you want to keep that thing where you can control it, I suppose. As Kiko the Ghost Destroyer is going to pass it back on over to paid 1/7, drawing up to 1 card in hand. 4 set spell traps are on the field, and we are thinking checking both duelist graveyards again. What can it be? While that Carl sided the Karibo. Hey, you never know, man. I think he's been playing Karibo a little bit this season. I think he got to. He's probably the only person that's been siding for anything for this RGT deck. A lot of people don't. And he just so happened to do that. And now it's paying dividends because you don't want to get absolutely blasted OTK style. And now your opponent knows it's in their hand as well. They got to kind of plan around that. So we're going to go ahead and double jog here, adding 2 more cards to the hand. 9,000 life points remain for Carl. And we think. And we're thinking. And the timely swords are revealing light yet again, flipping the Sukiyo Flip Me and setting itself back down into defense position. Yes, that is legal. All right. So now we're completely thinking about it. Michael Gray says, I don't think I've ever actually saved my own life with Karibo. I have several times. Karibo is that guy. Karibo is that guy, but Premature Burial is also that guy, as we're going to bring back the DMOC again. DMOC is going to grab back. What is the choice? It is going to be none other than Reasoning. All right, so now it seems like you might have to get this one right too. You might have to get this Reasoning call right. If it plays it, let's see how it goes down here. But Carl's got to be feeling great, in a good spot. You have your opponent underneath that 2,000 threshold. Okay, they can't play the Dimension Fusion, which is a huge win in your book. Getting them out of that Dimension Fusion range is like mission critical. You have Reasoning is going to be played. You're going to immediately snap down the 4. 4 is called Milling here. BLS is gone. Reincarnation is gone. Huge mill and a hit. So Carl's got a fist pump there. Got to be feeling good about that one. Dodged a bullet. And then you hit the battle phase. And then the Dark Magician of Chaos will go ahead and just smack on into the Setmon here. Not afraid of Kiko the Ghost Destroyer in any way. Just smacks on into the Sukiyo Flip Me, and we're going to go ahead and target the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer. It will use its ability to set the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer down into defensive posture. I guess that's correct. I guess that's right. But now you still have no Darkmon in the bin. Okay, so you don't have to worry about a Chaosmon sneaking up on you. And you don't want to set this DMOC down because it'll break hold of this Premature Burial and allow some shenanigans to take place to get that DMOC into the bin. So I don't hate it. I don't hate it. As we're still into the second main phase by paid 1 card in hand, 2 set spell traps, and scratch that. Let's go ahead and jack that up to a 3 set spell trap. Why not set the DMOC and get Premature into the graveyard? I think Premature is fine where you want it to be. I think Premature is fine where I don't know. I mean, but Snatch Steal, that could be a portion of that situation as well. You want to keep that thing face up so you can come on in with a nice timely Snatch Steal. Okay, take control of the Dark Magician Chaos. I'm going to go ahead and trib that bad boy up for a set Mon onto the field before flipping the Kiko the Ghost Destroyer. All right, so that was pretty neat. That's probably why. That answers your question right there. Is the plan was to go ahead and snatch that thing and sack it up. Now you don't have enough life points to play the Dimension Fusion to get it back to the field, so that's always groovy. And now we're thinking about it here in the first main phase. The Swords of Revealing Light are up and active. But you got Call of the Squanch as well. Call of the Haunted is going to bring back Sacred Crane. Okay. That's kind of a desperation station. Yo, No More says, thanks for the live. Thanks for the live, man. Nice GOAT content right here. Of course, we do this every time. We're really focusing on getting the streams up, making sure the streams are happening, giving it to you live and direct. These will be up on the YouTube channel. We've been having issues with YouTube all day. They've been hoeing us nonstop all day, but guess what? We're back with number 4. Okay, covering this is really important. So we're going to keep working on it. It's going to keep being our process. The process is the progress, and the progress is the process, etc., etc. Okay. All right. All right, so we're still thinking about it. We're still thinking about it here. That Sacred Crane is back. You got to draw. And now you will ponder as paid thinks. Trib it up. Is this Genzo for the 50th time? Oh, no, it's just Air Knight Parshath. Not Genzo again for the 900th time. Just a level 5 Fairy Boy is on the field. Horseman is on the field again. And then we're entering into the battle phase. And you're going to go and clean up the Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer, taking 100 damage and getting an additional draw. Very cool. All right, so Pony Boy has been on the field. Air Knight's been going crazy. Air Knight has not been walled by a GK Spy this whole time. And I've just been waiting on it to happen. But, man, this Air Knight's looking groovy, man. This Air Knight is looking groovy. All right, so we set another spell trap onto the field as this Swords of Revealing Light just seems like it's been there forever. It seems like it's been there for a really long time. As Carl just says, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and rip this Mystical Space Typhoon. I'm going to target the Swords of Revealing Light, and I'm going to get it off of the field because it seems like it has been there for a billion years. As we're going to flip the Thunder Dragon into attack position, thumbs up from Paid, not from Carl, and then we battle. We battle for a Crash Ski. Huh. Interesting. Maybe there's some type of trap card that will be associated with this battle. Maybe it's a straight up bluff-inski. Let's see what's going down. Thumbs up from Paid. Attack is good, and there is a Book of Moon that will support that attack, that will send the Air Knight to defense position and then finally into the graveyard where it will finally make its rest as we pass it back over as Thunder Dragon is looking vulnerable in the face of these Scapegoat tokens as they're popped onto the field into the second main phase. But you got to be fine with that if you are Carl Waite, you know, as you got 1,600 life points, you got this Thunder Dragon on the field, you just popped all these tokens. You're chill, man. All the super threats have been eliminated that you come to know and love. It's a lot of units that have already been, you know, depleted, so you're not too bad off, but you're not feeling too bad. And we're pondering here. And we're going to play that Mon Gate. We're going to play it. 12 cards left in deck. Carl's probably saying, sign me up, as you get rid of the Chaos Sorcerer, the Pot of Greed, and you hit the Sacred Crane in 3 mills, and you're going to go ahead and get another draw. 8 cards remain in deck. And now you think here in that first main phase still. It's just hard in these positions too, like this, that Carl is in. Like a card like Upstart Goblin, can you play it? Can you even play it in this spot, in this particular spot that Carl's in? If you get an Upstart Goblin, can you even play it? Probably not, right? That's rough. So now you just got added bricks that are just added to your deck that are usually instant snap play cards. Unless you can play it and then, I don't know, get him back down below 2,000 before his turn comes about. I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and play the Graceful Charity here. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and draw 3. 5 cards remain in deck for paid 1-7, 1,600 life points. I don't know what's going on in the comment section, but it seems like it's filled with negative energy. So I'm just gonna mark and bypass that and just gonna pretend like, I don't see anything that's happening in there. I don't know what's going down over there in the Go Format PWCQ 39 comment zone over here. I won't even read. The vibes are bad. Back to the game. Yeah, vibes are down splendiferous over in the comment section. I won't read it. So we're gonna that has been marked and it has been bypassed. All right, so we're gonna discard the Ring of Destruction, and it looks like a Monster Gate has been discarded. A little bit of lag there, a little lag spike, and we're gonna trib it up. We're going to trib up for the Jinzo again for the 50th time. This is the 50th Jinzo that has now been struck to the board yet again. Strong Jinzo uppercutting this Thunder Dragon as we're lagging now. Yes, Zoggle, you know the vibes. You know how I feel about Jinzo. Jinzo is Menace 3 society, okay? He doesn't pay taxes. Jinzo has several criminal offenses, and now DB is starting to lag. I can't have YouTube and DB trying to hold me, man. Hold me down, dude. I can't have both of them trying to end me. And I had the bingo, but we've been going through so many issues that I didn't even pull the bingo card up today. We're going to bypass the bingo today. I had it, and Jinzo is definitely on there. And I think we probably hit enough bingos to make it, but I didn't even pull it up today. Because we've just been down so horrendous. We've been down so bad. Dick says Jinzo negates IRS. Facts. That's true. He doesn't pay taxes. He's on the field. He's a menace. Look at this guy. He's a menace. Look at his veins in his head. That guy is a menace. As Magician of Faith is really, really strong here. Carl elects to bypass the Snatch Steal in favor of the Pot of Greed. Interesting indeed. So we're going to go ahead and leave that Android Psycho Shocker up in attack position. Go ahead and play the Pot of Greed. Carl is scratching and surviving, trying not to go down to this Reasoning Gate strategy. Paid is looking like he's in a compromised and vulnerable position at this point. 4 cards left in deck. A lot of gas has been depleted. A lot of your quality units have been expunged, okay? And you are trying to figure out a way to get there with this mighty Jinzo. This mighty Jinzo might be your last main ditch effort to kind of get to a point where you can punch some damage. 8,100 is left for Carl. He's at a full value plus 100. That's a long way to go with just a beefy Jinzo. As you go ahead and set another monster into defense position, you draw 3 cards left in deck as you go ahead and try to make something happen. A lot of quality units in the graveyard. He just needs a token Thanksgiving. He just needs a token, a Tokeski. I don't think anyone's on tokens Thanksgiving anymore. I just think that's out. I think token Thanksgiving is out. It's not in. I think it's out. But we're going to make another chaotic maneuver. So he did have another Chaos Mon left in the equation. It is probably going to be that slippery Sork is going to hit the field and Sork off into attacking posture. As now we have Chaotic Sorcerer is going to bear down. And we have, who's going to lead this way? We have Chaos Sorcerer coming on out and another Magician of Faith. A secondary resolution of Magician of Faith. We're going to continue to grab Pots of Greed, pot after pot, and 24 is going to clap on in for some damage, and we're going to say nay. Karibo will go ahead and shield that 2,400 points of damage, and Carl will remain at 8,100. Yes. All right, so another pot of greed is played, and we're going to get pot into a graceful, and now Carl's getting some of those good nutrients that you need. And I know this duelist is also playing the Lightning Vortex as well, so maybe you can get to that card and just completely obliterate this whole entire dueling position of Paid, as Chaos Sorcerer is going to find itself down into defense position. Interesting indeed, as we're going to go ahead and declare with priority targeting the Chaotic Sorcerer, banishing it from the game and setting another Mon onto defense position before special summoning secondary Sork into defense position as well. And we're going to go ahead and banish and then card destruct for 3 and say GG. All right, so that might be it. Let's see if Paid has another play, and that will not do it. Okay. All right. So now we have what everyone's been wanting, what everyone's been waiting for. We have a game 3 bracket reset, winner take all, winner go on, loser go home type situation. And I'm not even playing, and I already feel the nerves coming up in me. So I can imagine both of these duelists are absolutely buzzing. They've been playing lights out all day. They've been playing nonstop Yu-Gi-Oh! All day for hours. And it all comes down to this. Who wants it more? I guess. You know, what do the sports players say? Who wants it more? Who's going to dig deep? This is where the champions are made. This is the heart of the champion right here. This is where you got to dig deep. You got to drink some coffee. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, really focus on what's going on, because it all comes down to this. You have Reasoning Gate versus Chaos Turbo. Who's more hungry? Said the man. Who's more? Oh man, who's more hungry? All right, who wants it? The dedication needed. Paid's done. Paid's locked in. Carl got to shake it off. Paid's ready to rock. He's like, you know, I got my mistakes out of the way. You know what I'm saying? I already got my bricks out of the way. I'm coming for you. And I love to see it. I'm sure Carl wouldn't want it any other way. So we're going to see who's that bigger dog. Paid is trying to be the dog of the day. This is the dog of the quarter right here. If you come back from that loser's grind, and then you come through the loser's bracket, and then you beat the person that sent you down to Dogtown in the first place, you're the biggest dog. That's the dog of the day. That's a big dog. That's a dog. That's a damn fine dog, man. That's a pooch. That's a pooch of the quarter. That is an absolute canine all day, every day. Oh man. That is what is it? I forget the scientific name for dog. Some of this Canonicus Rexus. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not no damn scientist. I'm not a damn scientist, but you gotta have that dog. It gets to the point where, it's PWCQ number 79, number 69. PWCQ number 69, not canine. It's another species like canine, and then something else. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. PWCQ 69, and the dog is just now. It's just a grumbled nothing now. It's went from, hey man, he has that dog in him, to it goes, he's got that dog, and it's they got that. That's all it is. It's just a deep mumbled growl. But here we go, as Paid is going to go ahead and get to go first. Oh my goodness. Canis lupus familiaris. Oh man, Google hooking it up. PD in the building. What up, PD? I see you out here, big homie. I see Purple Drunk out here in the building. I'm mad you didn't play today, PD, man. We need to get you back in this PWCQ, man. You need to get back out there and get it cracking. All right, so we have Carl coming out. throwing down 2 double upstart with a swords with a pass. Okay. Getting it in there. Getting it in. 6 cards in hand from paid 1/7. As you got 1 set spell trap on the field. You have 1 set Mon. This is game number 3. Okay. This is game number 3 of a winner take all situation. Carl trying to get a 3rd invite to the Go Format World Championship. Paid trying to make a name for themselves in this online Go Format space, playing this reasoning gate strategy. I think I have seen this name before, but I haven't seen them in the winners grand finals of a PWCQ, which is an extremely hard event. We talked about that earlier as well. So Carl comes out with a quick snap 4 and it nails the Sacred Crane. So that's a great sign for Carl, getting that thing happening. And we're still chilling here. Swords of Revealing Light will halt any attack that can go down as Carl draws up to 4 cards in hand. That is the first turn of those Swords of Revealing Light. And now we'll get to Thunder Dragon here early and often. Getting 2 additional copies from the deck and flip Faith. Faith is going to return another upstart Goblin to get an additional draw. Trying to get to some of that bountiful Trinity. Get this turbo deck rocking and rolling. You got to consume. I've been doing everything I can to prevent myself from eating on this dueling stream. I don't want people to see me eating. I don't want to be smacking into this microphone, doing my ASMR, situation. I'm not trying to do it, but I'm not trying to do it. So I'm trying to resist as Dust Tornado will be played, targeting the set spell trap on the field, and it is Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted will target that Sacred Crane and get an additional draw. Yeah. I agree with the comment section out there. I think that's a lot of upstarts. That's a lot of life points for a deck that likes to pay 2,000 life points to do a lot of its most powerful plays. So now you just increase the ability of playing Dimension Fusion one time. You added another Dimension Fusion you got to worry about. So yeah, big dog got to eat, man. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just got these little strawberries over here. You know what I'm saying? Strawberry up. Good. What? Giorgio, he definitely can. 1,000% can. You are incorrect. He 1 billion% can. Matter of fact, I would almost say that he has to. He can't not. Yeah. I would almost say that he can't. He can only. Yes, of course you can. You have to. You have to. Yeah, you totally can. No, I think what you're thinking about is if, say for instance, for some reason, if Paid activated Call of the Haunted and then Carl plays Dust Tornado, in that situation, you won't get it because Call has to resolve, right? So if that's the case, then it's then that's different. But in this, and he chained the Dust Tornado and then he plays the Call of Haunted. He chained Call of Haunted. Call of Haunted resolves. Sacred Crane comes in, and then it cannot miss time because that is a mandatory effect. So it has to go off, and you have to draw, whether you like it or not. Take the card from your deck, put it in your hand, and enjoy it. That's it. I believe. Now I'll be out here spitting sometimes. Sometimes I'll be wrong. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm not going to say anything like that. ARB, I think he's been doing it all day. He's been doing it all day. We just want to make sure everything is above board. I'm getting a message coming in. Yes, he would definitely still draw with Crane. 100%. He would definitely get to draw 1,000%. I am certain. We need to get JDZ to do the spicy chip challenge on stream. I would do that. Win a bingo or something. Maybe we do like win a bingo or some kind of prize. I'll do it. I'm a real one, dude. I'm a real one. I ain't no wimp, dude. You guys know how I'm built. You guys don't know. I already show y'all that. All right, y'all see it right there. Y'all see how I'm built. All right, got to do the shakes and make it a little extra buff. Y'all see how I'm built. I ain't worried about no dang chip. I'm a real one, dude. I am absolutely I ain't worried about no chip. But anyway, he comes out and he gets that Tsukio flip me to go ahead and set that Majeo DeFella onto the field. Set that thing onto the field. And we're going to upstart coming on in for the blue corner. All right. And we're going to go ahead and draw. And we're going to go ahead and draw and keep it rocking. Okay, so we're rocking and rolling and we're keeping it going. All right. So we got, sorry, I'm locked in. I got a little caught up there. No, I think everyone. I think we gotta be positive in this comment. We have to. We gotta bring the positivity. We can't immediately go to negativity and name calling and all that stuff. You can't do it. I'm certain that both of these duelists knew the rules. I'm certain everyone's just trying to be above board. This is the winners grand finals in a game 3. This is a super tight spot. Why take a chance? You got the whole judge sitting right there. You're live on stream. You'd be a real rube if you just made the most simple mistakes. You are extremely fatigued. You've been playing all day. All the excuses you want to say. So why not just be right? Why not? You don't have to be a noob. You don't have to be an idiot. You don't have to be dumb. You don't have to be a shark. You don't have to be a scammer. You don't have to be any of that kind of stuff. Why not just get it right? Just get it right. Let's just get it right. Oh my goodness. If I had a Whopper right now, that thing I guarantee I can put a Whopper down in 2 bites right now without a question. I guarantee I can probably one shot a Whopper right now. I could probably one shot a, because boy, I've been trying to clean it up. I've been trying, you know what I'm saying? I've been falling short, but I've been trying to clean up the die a little bit. I haven't had a Whopper in a minute, but man, I would absolutely 2-shot a Whopper right now. No questions asked. And I wouldn't even feel bad about it. I would absolutely smoke a Whopper. Dang, you got me thinking about a damn Whopper right now. Why'd you say that? Who said that? Who said Whopper right now? Golly. Oh, man. So we're going to premature burial of the DMOC. Again, this DMOC is just on this field. This DMOC is on the GOAT format dueling field. DMOC and Jinzo have been on the field all day long for this blue corner. He's absolutely getting after it. Oh my goodness. The red Spider-Man Whopper. I haven't had that. I don't know about that, but give me just a regular Whopper. Maybe put some cheese on there. A little double Whopper cheese. Okay. And I will absolutely smoke that thing. No issues. No issues. I'm talking, it'll be a confirmed blowout. It'll be destroyed. Go. Who makes the best hamburger in the fast food chain? Burger King. Oh yeah. I'm a huge advocate of Burger King. I like Five Guys. The man, you're right. They probably have the best one, but it's too expensive. You know what I'm saying? I try to go to Five Guys and I'm dropping a 50 piece, like I'm at TGI Fridays or something. Ooh, Gigante Trunade is buff. That's buff. Excuse me. Oh man, that's buff. So we're going to hit that Gigante Trunade, getting back to premature burial. Okay. Five Guys is expensive. It is worth it. I'll smack a Five Guys too. You give me a Five Guys double cheese right here, I'll smack it. And that thing won't even see it coming. It'll be destroyed in seconds. It'll be destroyed in a millisecond. As we're going to go ahead. Oh, Regeki Break is another card we haven't seen in this Reasoning Gate strategy as well. As we're getting a mill off. So it looks like DMOC is out of play now, right? Where you kind of want him to be. And we're thinking about it. Scully is saying this game might be over. You never know. Carl does have the 1-star Dark Fiend in the possession, as we've already seen. But this meal is vicious. You lost a lot of nutrients with that meal. That was a hefty meal. Now you're at 5 cards left in your deck. Holy smokes, that's a lot of mons. That's a lot of cards. Wow. Wow, oh wow. And the man, I was in Texas and I had Whataburger and I'm telling you, it's pretty good. It's not as good as these Texas people are making it out. They had me thinking it was just the second coming of the greatest hamburger that ever existed. It was decent. It was decent. It wasn't no Whopper though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a good old Whop will just keep you rock. And we're gonna sack up the Genzo for the Air Knight Parsha. Sack up Genzo for the Air Knight Parsha. Very peculiar indeed. That's true. I respect that. I can respect that, the man. I can respect that. And now we got the dim few coming on in, hitting the Dark Magician of Chaos. That's 2,000 coming on off. Okay, we got some people saying he needed the Darkmon engraved in order to make a reincarnation play. Oh my goodness, there's so many things that you can do in this position. And now we're thinking here. BLS and reincarnation are both engraved, and I think the add back was in fact none other than monster reincarnation. So we're going to see what goes down here. Carl Waite is sitting at 9,000. Monster reincarnation is played. We're going to pitch the monster gate, which is super dead at this point, I can only imagine. And we're going to return the Dark Magician return the Blacklisted Soldier back from the graveyard back to the hand. And now we think we're going to slam the Blacklisted one onto the field. We're going to banish the Chaos Sorcerer to summon that Blacklisted Soldier to the field. Banishing light and dark. It is the Sacred Crane. It's going to be banished. We're going to premature burial. We're going to bring back none other than the Genzo, probably. Yeah, Genzo is going to come on back. Have we had a normal summon yet? I think we did normal summon. It is going to be Blackluster. It's going to swing on in for 3,000. You need this to be Night Ass. You need this to be... Oh, and it was not. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And just like that, Paid gets the dub. Oh man, Cyberjar would be insane. Cyberjar, come on. That's like, y'all better start playing Cyberjar, dude. It's the Faith. Oh ho 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 ho. And RGT, piloted by the duelist that goes by the name of Paid17, has won the PWCQ number 39. And you know what? Not taking anything away from Carl, I think he played it as best and as good as he possibly could. You know, shout out to Carl. Again, this duelist is making a serious push to put their own name into this Player of the Year conversation, which the online players and the players who play the grinders, they take that title very serious. The Player of the Year is currently held by AJT BLS. LeBounty is kind of out front in that award right now, but Carl is getting close, and he's making top after top after top, and he's making high performance, and he's making it to the finish line, but he just could not get over. But again, shout out to Carl for winning GGP, shout out to Carl for winning Philly, but back to Paid. Oh my goodness, playing the Reason Engage strategy. This is the first significant win, I think, of this dueling season that Reason Engage has had. Definitely the first win on an online space that Reasoning Gate has been able to put together. So we're going to try to get these decks out as soon as I can. Shout out to Paid. I hope to see this duelist coming by and playing some more. Welcome to the GOAT World. Paid17 getting the Dublinsky and PWCQ number 39. And finally, I want to say shout out to all of you out here in GOAT World for participating, riding with us all day long in this stream as we've been struggling trying to keep this bad boy together. You know, we've been struggling to put this thing on the map, and it's absolutely happening, but still it's been a struggle. So thank you all for participating with that. Also, a huge shout out to Ivan Rosito, who took the time out of his busy schedule to step over and stop playing and start judging, making this thing go abundantly smooth behind the scenes, making all this happen. So big shout out to Ivan for doing that. And again, shout out to all the players for playing, all the players for playing, for paying into the Patreon, which allows us to do a lot of these GOAT format activities. And also, you know, shout out to MetaMats for being able to sponsor us by giving us a steep discount on these mats. Again, I made a ton of announcements, but there's a lot of GOAT format events that are happening in the next upcoming days, weeks, and months. So make sure that you're participating in those as you can. You know, don't burn yourself out too much, but we're always going to be here. And as always, continue to play GOATs and be a part of that. Are we going to get an interview with Paid? I would love to get an interview with Paid. If we could set that up, if Paid can come by and do that, I'm going to try to get these decks out sooner than later. I think that's what the GOAT world is saying. They're saying like getting the content out too long. I think there's a huge break between the events ending and the content coming out. So I'm going to try to turbo run the deck review stuff, get that out sooner than later. But we're going to try to get the interview with Paid to come on in and get to meet this duelist and understand why they play this deck. And I'd love to do those interviews. So that will be happening in the upcoming days. Stay tuned and keep it locked for that. Okay. And we're gonna it's all happening. It's all happening, folks. It's all going to happen, Zogler. You know what I'm saying? I love to absolutely see it. But this has been a blast. This has been an absolute blast, and I enjoyed so much of that. And the decks, I'm gonna get off of this, and I'm gonna start working those deck lists right now, get those up, and then maybe we can just go ahead and hop on into the booth while I got it hot and rolling. Go ahead and record, get that up, and then we can have that thing up and with a quick turnaround. But again, thank you all so much for participating and watching and being part of the Go Format experience. Make sure to tell your friends about Go Format and tell everyone about Go Format. Continue to play Go Format. But as always, I'm JDZ. You know, I play Goats. Until the next time, shout out to all the real ones. That's every single one of you that are watching this video and watching this stream. Shout out to all the OGs that kind of put this thing on the map and make it happen. Salute to the OGs. And we're going to wrap it up. Until next time, peace.